All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Daily Paycheck. It looks like we've got the wrong title up there. It's a 3-point Molly still. I thought I changed that. Let me quick change the title there. I didn't realize that thing said the Molly. We're not doing that. We're doing the mind. We're doing the mind. T-H-E mind. There we go. Potentially. I started the mind yesterday. And by the way, what we're doing here is twofold, right? We're building a bankroll from 100,000 up to, or from 10,000 up to 100,000 bucks. That's part of the goal here. See if we can do it. We're doing it 10% at a time. So I'm taking 10% of my master bankroll out, trying to make 10% with it, and over the course of many, many months, make 100,000 bucks. Super hard to do, obviously. I'm also checking which strategies, like vetting them out, which ones are most reliable to get it done with. So we've had some reliability, we've had some volatility, we've had some good and bad experiences here so far. This month, I'm trying maybe the mind from Whalen's Way Craps. This one plays out like this. And yesterday, I did it on a test run, and it completely bombed, right? And I think I was wrong on how I did it. So what we did was this. We did, basically, I'll do the outside version because this is easier to show you. 4, 5, 9, and 10 at 25 bucks, and we roll the dice, and we get a point of 10, roll the dice again, it's a 5. Okay, that pays 35 bucks. Let's just run this out real quick. Pays 35. I roll, and let's pretend something else happens. I roll a 6. We're not on the 6. So anytime you don't win, you go up. That's the way the mind works. So we don't win on the 6, every bet goes up by a full unit, okay? Now you're at 200 bucks out here. We roll again, there's the 7, okay? So you end up getting torched for 200 bucks. And what I found yesterday was, with a $2,000 bankroll, you can get up to level 5, 500 bucks out here and get torched by a 7, and there goes a quarter of your bankroll. I think we're way, way, way underfunded to play it this way. So I'm gonna make an alteration today at the suggestion of many people, and we're gonna go $10 units, like so. On the losses, we'll go up by, you guessed it, 10 bucks, which means at worst, at the top 5, level 5, you'll have 60 bucks out here. So 6 times 4 is 240 at the worst. It's our worst possible case, okay, that we can lose. So it's gonna reduce our volatility by about half. It'll give me about 8 shooters, 8 cracks at it to get through it. I still think we're underfunded here for that reason, or for that, even that level, because to get a $200 profit means I gotta win at least 10 bets, 10 units and wins, which either means a lot of winning on the way up, or top level wins, or a lot of back-to-back small wins. I think it's gonna be a push to get this thing to work. I'm gonna run a shadow bankroll today. So I'm gonna put another 2 grand in the hopper here. So let's get some blacks. 1, 2, 3. I'll get it over here. I'm gonna run a second strategy at the same time today. We're gonna run, actually put these blacks in the rack. Sorry, I'm making a mess over here. Let's get these out. I'm gonna run a strategy called the permanent press along with it. This one, the permanent press strategy, works similarly. We're gonna go 110 inside on that one, and every hit we get, we're gonna press all 4 bets by 1 unit. Until we get to a bigger level, we'll press them a little higher. So I'm gonna take a grand. That one only ever puts out 110 from your rack. It never adds more. This one adds more. The mine does. On every single roll, you're adding more money out there from your rack, which I think is both a blessing and a curse. It's the secret sauce, but it's also requiring a ton of bankroll to get it done, because you're always using money from your rack to make your bets bigger, whereas the permanent press uses money from wins to go out. So here we go. The back bankroll is going to be the permanent press. The front bankroll here is going to be the mind. That's how I'm going to run this. Okay, I'm going to run them both at the same time. Not really competition, because they may both win, they may both lose. What I want to see today is is how do they feel to play with this bankroll level? And that's going to tell me what we're going to do the rest of the month. All right, that's why we're going to, I want to give it a chance to kind of float or not on their own accord. Here we go. The mind's coming out first. I'll put the mind bets in the front, right here closest to you. So those will be, actually I'll put the mind in the back because the front of this rack will be the back side of the rail there. $100. Let's work the inside mind. This will be hard to reach, my God. There's 44 inside, which means we're gonna get $66 back. 50, 60, $66 back. All right, there is that for the mind player. Okay, he's got $100 out, and again, it'll be those $10 bumps as we go. Sorry for my my reach here. Okay, there's the mind. The other player, actually, I should put him in front, but the other guy's just going to go out at 110 inside. Okay, straight up 110 inside. He'll play it a little more what you would call normal. You'll see how his presses work. Okay, he's going to get back for that $90 and change. Okay, here we go. Let's get it on. Puck is going to be off. Both players are playing the inside only. So we're looking for inside numbers all day long here. It's just going to be who's getting paid on what rhythm, and hopefully we can catch a good rhythm today. And let's see, again, how these things feel coming out. That's what I want to pay attention to. How do they respond to adversity in the bankroll? So there's a 6 for the point, 4-2. This one's all about the adversity. How do we handle when it goes south? And it will, I'm sure, go south at some point. There's the point on the 6, and here we go. Not working the come outs, but I will work the mind a little bit more closer to the original strategy without my tweaks in it. Here we go. $10 bets this time. And I thought about doing like 110 to start it off with, but even then, I feel like you'd be torching too much money. All right, so there's a 3, a 1, 2, 3. So the mind right here didn't win. So it's got to go out with $44. So we're going to put $50 out there and get back 6 change. And again, you'll see that this thing ends up always doing money from the rack. So 10, 10, 10, and 10. It's going to be a lot of reaching today, so I apologize again for my head being in the shots. It's going to be a super slow deal. All right, so the mind is up to level 2. I won't go past level 5. I just won't. I think that's a good alteration to keep in the system. But let's go make some damn money here, huh? All right, we got us a 2-1-3. So the same thing happens. The other player is getting nothing out of this. The mind's going to go out for another $44. Okay. So that's going to make those bets all look like 30s going across the end there. So we're going to drop $100. We're going to get back $66 and do another 44 press, which means 30 here. Those go to 36. I'm going to take all the reds away. Again, it's going to be kind of a slow deal. I'm sorry for that. All right, so now we're at 30 on the 5 and 9, 36 on the 6 and 8. All right. Yeah, this is a pain to deal for sure. Start getting some wins though, we'll be all right. Yeah? Oosh, here we go. Oh, they kissed. It's a 3-3, it's a hard 6, that's the point. Fantastic, 3-3-6. All right, so that the point gets hit, it's awesome. In the back, the mind player is gonna get paid $42. 36 pays 42. That's great, right? We actually have put $44 out there twice. So he doesn't have his money back yet, but he did pull something back, which is great. The player in the front is going to get paid $35. $35. I'm going to pay one of those nickels in whites, because what he's going to do is press all the insides by 22 bucks and take back some profit. The inside permanent press guy is just that. Just always a $22 press. Very simple until we get to bigger win sizes, and then he presses by 44. Okay, puck is off. Let's get a new point. This is gonna be a slow deal. I'm sorry for how slow this is going, but I can't reach back there very good. I'm gonna have to walk around and make those bets from behind. Coming out, nobody's working. 6-5 yo. That's gonna be an 8, 6-2, 8. All righty. There we go. There's the 8. Now, Waylon had said to me at one point, you go up when the point gets set. I don't know if that's what he's meaning. Like right now, do I go up when the point gets set? I don't know if that makes any sense, because we weren't like active for the bets. I'm gonna not do that. I think I might have read that wrong. So we're gonna leave it alone. Just play him straight up here. Let's get some inside numbers. Four. Okay, 3-1-4. So again, the mine has to go up by 44. So 25, 40, $4. So it's, again, it's a $10 on every number. Press up. Here we go. 10 there, 10 there. They go to 48, and there we go. We're at 40 and 48. Again, started at level 1, 10 bucks. Now we're at level, well, they're 40, so that's 3 presses up in there. So yeah, pressed on the 3, and now the 4. So it's 3 units up. I can see this being hard for a dealer to work. Every time you're doing these random presses, there's a 7 out. That sucks. Okay, we got to remember where we are. So it's 7 out, 4, 3, 7. So the guy in the front who won basically nothing, he got 1 hit 1 time and took shit back. I'm going to leave him out there at 110. From his rack, we're going to take $110. Same bet. So he's covered. Our guy in the back, our mind guy, what does he have out there? He's got 40 on every number. So he's at 4 times 160, 160 plus 16. So he's at 176 on the inside. So I'm going to take $200, $201, I guess, right, and get back 25. So he's back out at the same level. And they're both like down a few $100, which is, kind of crappy. But the one guy, again, his risk level was a whole lot less to start with than the mind player was. The mind player is, yeah. I'm not sure why the bankrolls. Maybe did I just pay myself somewhere? Huh. All right, here we go, coming out. I don't know how the mind. How does the guy with the mind have more money in the rack than the other guy does? I must have mispaid somewhere. Maybe I pressed out of the wrong rack. All right, there's an 8. 5, 3, 8. All right, nobody's getting paid. Back to the point that it was last time, of course, right? Yeah, right? There's the 7 right away. Shit. All right, well, that sucks. So we roll a 7 right away. Damn. 5, 2. So again, I'm just going to cover the bets from the rack. So $110 for the guy in the front. So now he's out there 3 times for 110, which, that's 330 out there. 330, there's 400. Yeah, I don't know why his rack is wrong. Hold on a second. 330 plus 1 is 430. Oh no, he's right. His rack is right. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing math in my head. The other guy out there needs to be another 176. Wow. That sucks. 176. He has 24 change for 200. Damn. All right. Puck is off. Can I do something besides that freaking PSO? Seven on the come out. Nobody's working it. Here we go. Oh, ugly. Ugly roll. 6, 5, 1. All right, there's our point. Here we go. Something other than a 7 would be awful nice right about now, right? Let's get some inside numbers. Let's get them. It looks like a midnight. 6, 6, midnight. All right. Front guy gets nothing. The mind going up. $44 press. Okay, which brings all the bets to 220 inside. This will be where we land. $44 makes the 5 and 9 look like $50 each, and it makes the 6 and 8 look like $60 each. So I'm going to go ahead and take all these down and get them all set correctly. All right, now they have $50 a piece on those bets. That's level 4 from the rack. Again, we're not going up on the come out roll, but the 7s make us go up, right? So now we're at 220, so we're 5 levels up. Started out with 44. So one more time would be our 5th press, 6 units on each one. That's as far as he'll go. He's collected no money coming up this whole chain. You got nothing out of the damn thing so far. We're getting like no inside hits with the puck being on. There's a 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Whew, finally, my God. All right, that's gonna pay him $70. We'll do 75 for 5 for the guy in the back. Thank you, needed that. Really needed that. Guy in the front's gonna get paid $35. There's 35. I'm gonna take 15 back to the rack and drop 2. So again, the permanent press just always does a press. There we go. Let's get more than one hit. Can we do that? Shooter, more than one hit. Let's try to see what happens if these guys go on a little bit of a run. Be awful nice. Here we go. 6, 2, 8. That's fantastic. All right. Great. We'll do the mind first. He's going to get paid. We'll do 75 again for 5. $70 on that $60 winner. So the mind, again, when it's coming up and the bets are up and you're making the hits, you're going to be okay, right? It's when they go up and you make nothing like last time, you get hurt. All right, in the front here, that 8 pays 42. So there's $42. We're going to drop a nickel to do a $22 press and take back a quarter. All right, they're all at my favorite level. We got 154 inside. It's going to be nice 50 for one hit, and we'll take that bet, actually. If we got a hit there, I'm taking that to the rack. That'll be the one time in the permanent press. A couple times in that strategy where I pull money in. That's one of them where I do a direct save. Here we go. There's a 9. All right. Fan-freaking-tastic. 5-4. Now we're on the inside run. Another 75 for 5 for the mind. That's great. We'll take that. I'm going to make these look like black chips here in a minute. The 9 over here, 50 for 1. And that'll be a same bet. We'll take that back to our rack. All right. I'm gonna get some color here for these greens because we're running low. There's 200 in green. Put that back in his rack. The other player has 100 in green that I can take back to his rack. All right. And again, paying attention to where we are, the mind he's missing 4 black chips. There's about 2 black chips out there, 220 inside, plus this is 3 black chips. He's still down a full unit. The other player has got 3 black chips missing, essentially. He's got about 1.5, 2 black chips out there. He's also about even. They're both about the same right now, actually. Here we go. There's an 8. Yeah. Nice inside run here, 5-3. That's three nice inside hits there for us. We can do again 75 for 5. That's great. For the player in the back, it's awesome. I can actually take one of his greens out of his rack here and make him look like another black chip. He's getting close to where he's going to be almost even again, which is awesome. Player in the front, again, is going to get paid 50 for 1. I'm going to pay it like this, 25 with reds. There's 50. He needs white chips too. There's 50 bucks. Actually, he's going to pay 49. We'll do it 49 because he has no whites. $49 here. And again, I'm going to press about half of my wins. So $42 or $20 press, take a green to the rack. I won't press 44 in here until I start making a little more on those bets. All right. All right. 48, 48, 40, and 40. They'll pay 56 bucks. Here we go. That looks like an 8, 6, 2, 8, easy 8. Look at this. I think this player here has made almost all his losses back, which is fantastic. $5 out of the rack for 75. That's awesome. And again, I can take another green chip from him, ask for color. Okay, he right now is in profit. He has 1,300 or 2,300, or I'm sorry, 1,800 here. So 3 black chips and 220 out there. That 220 back in here gets him even plus a few bucks in profit, right? Not to level yet. We're still working the system. He's not at goal, but he's got profit at least at this point. Man in the front is going to get paid 56 bucks, $55, $56. Okay. We're getting to the point now where we're almost one more hit away from pressing 44 with every hit. We're not quite there. I want to make sure we're still bringing back green chips. But we can certainly do this. I can go out there with that and bring back the 50 bucks. Okay. Probably the last 22 press for this guy here. And that gives him at the same level. He'll be at the same. No, he's not. I'm sorry. He's going to be at 40 and 54. All right, those will pay 63. And probably at that point, if we get one more hit here, we'll start permanent pressing $44. Again, simple. This is simple rhythm. This one here, press them all one, press them all one, press them all one. The dealers, that's an easy press for them. Zero sweat on that one. The mind has some weirdness to it. Here we go. Stay on the inside. Stay on the inside. Come on, baby. That's going to be a 7. Ouchie, ouchie. They did not fly well or land well. 5, 2, 7. Now, here's where the strategies will greatly diverge. Okay? I'm going to reset that guy's bets at 110. Okay? We're going to take 110. There's 125 out of his rack to pay for that. Same bet. He's back out at his 110, the permanent press player is. The guy in the back is out there for 220. We had a 7, right? He's got to come out for 220 bucks to pay for that. $5 and change, okay? So the racks are vastly different right now, okay? He's got 1 black chip in the front where he should have 5. He's got 2 where he should have 5. He's got 220 out there. He's got 110 out there. So this guy here is in a better position. They're both down. He's got 300 out of the 500 that he started with on the right side there. He's got 300 out of the 500, but he's got it all on the table, right? Huge difference in the way these things roll the bankrolls out. The recovery is going to be in favor of the mind if we start getting some numbers here, right? Because you're getting the bigger wins. All right, there is a 7 on the come out. Don't matter. 5-2. All right, here we go. There is a 5. Okay, 325. 325. Black light made his money, is out of here. 325. Okay. Points 5. Let's get after it. Oh, I need to go up, by the way. I'm sorry. I need to go up. My bad. On that 7 out, he does have to go up a level. So, oh, no, we're out at the same level on a 7. I'm sorry, my bad. Out the same level on a 7. He stays where he is. That was just such an insane run of inside hits that it didn't feel like we were going up at all. We weren't. Let's go. Stay inside. Stay inside. There's a 5. Is that our point? All right. 3-2. That's nice. That's really nice. I can do it. 75 for 5 out of the rack. Nice. Nice little win there for that guy. Our guy in the front, as you know, is going to get paid 35 bucks. There's 30. There's 5. It'll be 22 press. 8 to the rack. All right. Puck is off. We're coming out. Doing okay. Ooh. What's up, Frank? How's it going, baby? The roll tracker. Oh, it locked up on you guys? I'm sorry. Give me a second here to fix that. Luckily, it's easily fixed. I can do that. I can do that. There we go. All right, 1, 2, 3 was that roll right there. We're coming out still, right? Yeah. Come out, doesn't matter. $639. Coffee wants a recommendation on an interesting strat that includes laddering up horn bets. Well, if you're a disciple of Tony Leo, you should watch Tony Leo, the gaming pro. He's got a strategy that is a horn betting kind of, it's a hop strategy where he's hopping combinations where there's a 6 on the die. It's a progressive ladder type of thing. Waylon's got a couple like that too. I don't recommend hopping the horn very much. I mean, to me, laddering on the hops, I know works for guys like Blacklight and Dusted, that they really profit on the hops with different ways of thinking through it. For the most people, that's going to be a disaster. Unless you really are plugged in like they are, we're going to lose our shirts doing stuff like that. So be careful. All right, there was the 9. That is the point. And let's go. Let's do it. I need a 3 and a 5. Let's go. Let's go. I'm going to get some money in this damn rack here. Need another one of those great runs like that last shooter had. There's a hard 633. All right. That's going to pay 75 for 5 to the mind. Again, he's making money in big chunks, which is awesome. Our guy in the front there is going to get paid 42. We'll take the quarter to the rack. We'll drop nickel out there and do our little press. Again, I love this baby press in here. It's so easy for the dealers, and it's not killing. You're bringing money back every single roll that you're hitting on, which is nice. So it checks most of the boxes. You just got to get a shooter that can make you some freaking money, man. Here we go. All right, let's do it. On that point of 9, there is a 6 again, 5-1 this time. 5-1. All right. We can't do 70. We'll just do straight up $70 this time. There's 70 for the guy in the back. And I will take his greens and give him 2 blacks for those greens because I want to see that rack build back to square. Now he's at 3 blacks, right? Look at the numbers. 3 blacks in the rack, 220 out there. That's his whole bankroll back. So we got 20, $35 in profit, right? He's actually up. He's worked his way back. He's up in profit, which is solid for this play here. He's still working for the paycheck, but he's solid in profit, which is awesome. Our guy in the front here now gets paid 50 for 1. And as you know, when that happens for him, we collect that money. I'm going to take his greens and reds and make that also look like a black chip for him. Wrong color black. We use this black here. He has also, look at the racks are about the same. They each have the same number of money in the rack. The mind player has more money in the felt. So he's actually running ahead right now. Running ahead at this level. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, did I miss one? That was a come out ace deuce, Rich. That was a come out ace deuce. So I didn't go up there because we were coming out. We're not doing. We're on level 4 right now. Connor, we started at 10 and we're at $50 on each bet, so we're at level 4. I did not come out. I did not level up on the ace deuce, and we're not going up on the 7s. We're just replacing the bets on the 7s. That was what Waylon adjusted me with yesterday. Waylon and Ken both. After the 7, come out at the same level you were at, but don't go up. You're just at the same level. The thing is, we're hitting a ton of inside numbers, so we're not getting a chance to go to level 5. Early on we were, but not now. All right, 75 for 5. For him. And the guy in the front is going to get paid, we'll do 49 again. 25, 49. I don't have enough money to do the easy way to press it. So, I do. There's $22. I'll take the quarter back. Tiny baby press. Boom, 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 boom. All right, those are at 48 in the inside, 40 on the outside, so I'll pay 56. That will be our last hit with a 22 press. If we happen to get some more love, I'll make those go to 44. Paycheck is $200, Dan. 8. All righty, 5, 3. We're getting close on the mine. The mine is getting close. 5, 3, 8. Again, that'll pay 75. Well, it's funny, we haven't had any outside or horn numbers in a while the puck's on. So 75 for 5. And again, I can take a green chip and make it a black for him. He's got basically there. He's essentially, he's close. He's got 4 blacks here. He's got 2 blacks out there. So that's 120 in profit on the felt, plus 60 here. So he's got 180 in profit total. He's not there yet, right? We could reduce him back down to the base and restart. The point of this thing is to get yourself high to get the profit levels up, right? We want to make sure that we're there. We're not at goal. I'm not pulling the bets down. Now, I could be called to task for that, but I feel like you play this thing here until you're at your goal, or at a profit level where it makes sense to come back down. Coming back down now, we'd actually go out there and be upside down a little bit, just by a few bucks. I think we stay out there. The other guy here is getting paid 56 bucks, so we're gonna do like this. 55, 56 bucks, and that's our last $22 press for him. Next time he gets a hit, he's gonna start pressing by 44, and we'll address those bets a little quicker. Okay, he's gonna be at 54. This is where we died last time. Okay. This guy here also is approaching 220 with 3 black chips in the rack. He's getting close to where he can almost call it being in profit. And again, they can both be reduced way back down. I didn't put the 8 in there, 5-3. At this point and play it super safe. But again, we're going to keep them rolling up. And get the profit out of the profit kind of thing. Right, here we go. There's the 8, another one. Crushing the 8s, man. 6-2. All right, that's another 75 for 5. And now we're gonna make a decision here. Okay, 75 for 5. I'll drop a green on that, make it a black, and now the mind has his money back in the rack. The 220 up here is goal. That is goal. So, there's 200. There's the profit goal. And what he's got left is 20, 50 bucks in excess. He can play 50 bucks in excess with whatever we want to do. You can keep it, go back out there at 44 and restart the process, but never digging back in. You can go 44 inside and work your way through it. I can work the 410 a little bit. There's lots I can do with the 50 bucks. For now, we're just going to mark it as done. Okay? He can be completely finished. The other guy is still working, right? He's not at goal yet, but he's in profit. This guy here has his profit. But again, the idea of the permanent press is to keep going, right, until you earn your thing and have your profit between what's here and what's out there. So he's another hit or two away from being there. I put a 9 in by mistake. That was an 8. 6, 2, 8. Okay, now let's work it here. I want you guys to start collating your thoughts on what you've seen here today. Let's talk about it. So think about a couple things. When I do the $10 presses, starting at 10, going to 10, we never got too deep in that bankroll, but we also have had two, oh, that was a terrible throw. There's a 7. 2 incredibly magical runs, right? There's the 7. This guy will lose all his money here. 2 really good runs of nothing but inside numbers, right? That got us there. So is it a misnomer to say we should stay at this level and it's okay for the paycheck every day, right? I gotta drop his 110 out here. Is that safe to say, right? You're playing for the magical run, so when you get it, you shouldn't look the gift horse in the mouth, right? In the mouth. But that's 2 shooters in a row that were super thick on the inside numbers. And that's the reason why he did. We got 75 for 5, 11 times there or something like that? It felt like 11 times in no time. That doesn't always happen. Early on, it lost a lot of money, but never more than 400. We had kind of a bad early run. Never lost more than $400 total, even that it was bad. We fought our way back. We had the perfect storm of inside hits while we were up high on that strategy. There's a hard 4 for the point. So does that mean the mind is okay at the $10 level? The permanent press has never been below 2 black chips in the rack as far as the bankroll goes, right? It's never been below 2. We've been hovering around Profit Town this entire time with him. I'm gonna keep playing it out here for another 10 minutes or so. And we'll make a call. There's a 6, 5-1. All right, let's do it. There's the $35. 35. We'll take the $13 back. We'll get our little press going. And there's the 4 is the point. I didn't mark it up. And again, this guy's just hovering around. He's very close. A small little run away here from being where he needs to be, right? Yeah, I think tomorrow, one more run of it at this level, I think is the right thing to do. One more run at $10 and seeing there's a 6-4-10. So I'm not convinced that I had the money right, but that didn't hurt so bad. What hurts bad on that thing was going out there at 220 after the losses. That was not fun, but the upshot of that was that going out at 220 did help us come right back with those $70 wins pretty quick, right? 3 of those wins in your back. There's a 5, that's $42. There's $42. I will take the green. I will drop a red and press ourselves up. All right, let's go. Oh no. Woo! That was horrible. All right, 5, 5, 10. All right, there's our 10. It does nothing for me. Yeah, the permanent press is treading water for sure. Yesterday's rolls, would it have killed it? I don't know. Yesterday's rolls, it's only 110 every time. That's the thing. You know, I don't know. I don't know. It's tough. When the permanent press gets a good roll, it'll do great as we get up high. There's a point of 4. That rolled over, 224. But yeah, you're right. Those 110 losses, it doesn't win the money back fast enough. And I think one of the things I'm always griping about with everybody is how fast a strategy wins money. The speed of the strategy to me is important. I don't want to tread water very long. I don't want to be in that world. There's a 4-3-7. Whoop. Have to come out 7. I don't want to be in that world where it's taking me 30, 40, 50, 60 rolls to get there. I want to be in and out for the most part as quick as possible. And I think you've got my vibe down there when you're saying that. It's just so freaking slow. All right, but it's a little safer. That's a 4-2. No, 6-2. 6-2-8. The thing I don't like about the mine is that all those presses come out of your rack. What I like about the permanent press is that all the presses come from wins. And there's a bit of a mindset difference there that I think is interesting, but you can see the impact of it, right? And stay hot. Ah, damn it, another 7. And here's where we're gonna get railed, right? 6-1. Can't have that. Cannot have what's effectively a PSO when you're built up. And again, it's not like we lost money. We only had an extra $44 out there in those presses, but look at us going into the rack here. 110, $15 back. So yeah, now we're chasing $300. So yeah, it's gonna be a little tough. A little tough unless we really accelerate those bets. It's going to be tough. Let's go here. What time is it? 9:58. I'm going to go for just another shooter or 2. And that's it. All right, 1, 2, 3. Now watch this time through here. I'm going to play the permanent press a little bit more aggressively. And you'll see the difference because I know Ryan's there talking through it. Watch what I do here. Okay, if I do the permanent press at a 3-hit and a money shot, you'll see what it does, which is interesting. There's a 6, 3, 3. All right, we got a point. Watch this. Watch how I do it this time. You'll see a little bit different rhythm here. It's a little bit more dangerous, but it might help accelerate things quicker. So I want your opinion on what you're about to see. Let's get some inside hits so I can make that point. There's an 8. All right, so the 8 is going to pay 35. I'm going to do just the normal press. There's $35. I'm going to take $22 out of the rack for this first one. Okay. Let's get one more inside hit and I'll show you the process. That was 1. Three, ace deuce. All right, there is a 9. Okay, so check this out. 9, 5, 4. It pays $42. Okay, let's do like this. We're gonna go 20, 40, $42. I'm gonna drop a nickel because it's what I have, okay? Let's make it look like 44, okay? So instead of taking 22, boom, let's use the whole profit. Let's go up 44. And again, this is gonna feel vastly different than before. When you permanent press and you don't bring money back, it changes the whole landscape of it. This is how I first wrote the strategy. Me and Vince actually wrote the strategy way back. This is how we did it. It was 3 hits and done, 3 hits and reset, 3 hits and reset. So check it out. 8. Okay, that's fantastic. There's an 8, 5, 3, 8. That pays $56. I'll have to do it like this. 50. $55, $56. And again, we're gonna do a $44 press on the inside. So 25, 44. Press it as much as you can from the win. So instead of, and if you have to power press, you power press, but let's do it like that, 25s. That puts you right up to 220. So in 3 hits now, we're all the way at 220 inside. So again, nothing came to the rack. We put 110 out there, we pressed 22, we pressed 44, we pressed 44. Now you're looking money shot. If we can catch a money shot in here, and even if I 7 out, I'll show you what it looks like, just so you can get a sense of it. You'll see how this version of the permanent press does its job. There's a 10 hard. Here we go. Yeah, today was a good roll. Wait, there's an 8. All right, so check it out. That's gonna pay $70. We can do 75 for 5, okay? So we got 3 presses in there, right? Press from 110, $22 press. The next hit, we pressed it $44. The next hit again, $44, and here we are at 220 with a $75 hit. Now, if you're gonna play permanent press like super stupidly, you could press 66 inside from that $75 and go up a whole nother level. Or you can do this, come back down to base, 3 hits and restart it, and that brings you back basically $200 in profit. It's 175, 185, plus we brought back a couple of nickels on the last roll. It's $200 off the table in those 4 hits, which is a beautiful thing. That gets you right back to where you should be with your 110 out here. Or you could be, again, if you're playing from, this major profit position, you could just say, well, the hell with all of it. Let's go 66 pressure. I'll take $9 and change to the rack, right? And we'll press them all by 3 units, right? 15, 15, 18, and 18, and that'll put these 6 and 8 up to $78, okay? Everything now pays $84. Right, there we are. So now we're getting paid 84 in the next one. Just increase that power. Right, is that 84? No, 92, sorry, 90, no. Jeez, John, what a dumbass. 60 pays 70 and 18 pays 20. So it's $91 on the next hit. So 91. So if we want to be, like I said, true degenerate, this is your move, right? Permanent press with everything you got and go 5 hits. This would be the 5th hit here. There's a 9, so it worked out that time. And it's $91, right? And now I think we're probably at goal. If I pulled all this shit down, we're probably at our goal. So from being down a few $100, if I take these reds, take all this out of here too. Those are reds. That's $75 in red. Look at all this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 475 in that little run there. And it wasn't a very long run. Okay. There's 475 coming back to the house. Now we were so far down, that ends up being our starting bankroll and $75 in profit. So we end up working our way back to health. Get the right kind of blacks in there from that 5 hits. So from 110, 4 hits and out, 4 hits and the 5th hit's the money shot, full press, full press, full press across. That brought back 400 and change, 475. That's not a bad way to permanent press. The $22 permanent press is a slower roll. On a big roll, you're collecting more every time, but you're building slowly. If you want to be full, all in, full throat, you can do what I just did and permanent press the full profit across your inside numbers 4 times, take the 5th hit, and it quads your money. Right? That's, again, degeneracy at its best right there. But if you're already in profit, right? You've already made your goal and you're still playing with 110, that would be a way to do it. If I was already at goal, I might do that. But I wouldn't do that at the gate. Anyway, there it is. There's your permanent press versus the mind. The mind today did great, only, and again, because I rolled great. Any strategy would have made money today for sure. The question is, do we feel like that level's right? I think one more day. I think tomorrow I got to roll that again at the $10 level. We'll just do it in the front, one shooter only tomorrow, or 1 player only, and see how that feels. We'll do it one more time. Again, I want to make sure we get the levels right and hopefully have a more normal set of rolls. Again, today's rolls were super inside heavy, super thick on the inside. I don't know how realistic that is, but it worked out for us. All right, that's it, folks. Yeah, the mine would have made, on that second roll right there, Waylon, the mine would have been another paycheck. The only difference, though, is that, let's see, we went from a point of 6 to an 8. We would have pressed up the mine 1 time on that 3 and 1 time on the 10. We would have been at level 3 in that last 9 hits. So yeah, it would still be going. Yeah, that was a great set of rolls. We had a lot of thick inside rolls today. My toss, for some reason, resulted in that. So there we are. I need to roll the dice and log the numbers here till we get a 7 out. I'm just going to log numbers in the roll tracker just to get a clean 7 or a clean point. There's a 549. Let's see how many more box numbers I can hit before we get done here. 5. Let's go. 3, 6, 9. That's 2 9s back to back. Two different kinds though. 6, 3 and a 5, 4. Okay. This run has been so inside thick. I'm telling you, I've been, again, I don't know if it works or not, but I've been doing that the 5 and the 3 stacked, which is like across 6s on the sides. And that seems to be a pretty thick little set for whatever reason. Once we got past those early uglies, it seems to be doing all right. All right, 5, tray. Six, 5, yo. Here we go. 4, 3, 1. I'm just going to rhythm roll them. I'm not going to change the set. I'm just going to take whatever comes back. Stack them and roll them. Ooh, kiss 6, 5. Four, 3, 1. Hard 8. Boy, what a roll. What a roll, baby. What are we on here? We're on roll 16. That's okay. What's our roll quality? Roll quality is 35. Good. Good shooting text. Here we go. Give me that damn 7. Give me a 7 or a 6. We can end this show here. 7. Called for it. 6-1. All right, there it is. That's the show. Learned a little something today. I think the $10 level is a little better. But we also learned that I rolled really good in the end there and made it work. So I want to see it on a more normal set of rolls. A better distribution tomorrow would help us a lot to know if the level's right, and then we'll go after the paycheck with it. So that said, everybody, y'all, thanks for sticking around. Waylon, thanks for the help here. And yeah, appreciate y'all. See you tomorrow.